Hello everybody and welcome to the Battlepath for Armoured Warfare, and also I would like to welcome my taste buds to this wonderful cup of tea. Beautiful cup of tea. So as you can see here, the Battlepath is here on December the 5th for influencers and community staff. I have no idea which one I am. As you can see, I started out with 30,000 battle coins. Now that is the battle coins I started out with since I gave myself the pack, and I'm going to quickly unlock all of my tokens, and now I suddenly have a lot more. So, tickets, as per last time, there isn't sound any. A battle coin boost for 50, there's also missions, and there's also challenges. Challenges are not available at the moment, they will be available however when December the 10th rolls out. And there's also a workshop which presumably lets you get these lovely jubbly. So aside from that, I can unlock all of these missions, which will give me a expeditionary tank and a skin for it, the prime skin. Since I already have an X-Paired, an RDF, and a MBT-70, the best thing for me to do right now is probably to simply just go down this route and buy them all off. Right, complete now for 3,500. Since I have enough battle coins, might as well. I don't really give that much of a shit. Yes. Purchase. Purchase. And I just got myself an expeditionary tank for 500 gold. IPDZ. So, yeah, that's the thing. Aside from that, you can also got Austin Harper, which is available for completing all those missions. So let's have a look at these ranks. So battle coin boost for 2 hours, sheriff boost, ticket boost, baseball, Sergeant York, which we are going to get very quickly, ticket boost, eagle, Patriot sleeves, credits, decal route, battle coin boost, bone corpse, a stars and stripes camo. I'm not sure if I have that already, so that's the first camo, I believe. Banner, yes. That's the first camo we have. Next up is also another Stars and Stripes camo. That's for snow, I believe, or something. I don't know. Avatar, Skull, the Griffin 120. Looks actually quite decent if you ask me. Neon, Bang, Gold, battle coin boost, that. Boost, Buffalo Skull, 30 days of premium time, battle coin boost, super buck, avatar, and a cat B, which comes with an army sign and a prime skin. So I think probably one of the better things to do. I don't really particularly care about getting Austin Harper for now. So I'm just going to simply rocket through all of the boosts. They do seem to be available for not much at the start. However, this may change, since I believe initially they were like, what, 3,500 gold or something, so this could take a few moments to do. Aside from that, I do have enough boosts, well, enough gold to get up the chain, so to speak. 1250, okay, this looks like where it's starting to get remotely expensive now. You have Sergeant York. We will look at the Sergeant York in detail in just a bit. Another thing. Okay, we're getting there. Not really particularly enthusiastic about having to use all my gold, but well, all my coins, but okay. Eagle, thing, credits, which I probably don't need right now. Decal. Okay, it looks like this is where we're starting to get up to the 3,500 gold from before. So enough for about 10 more levels, so get up to the Griffin C. Some more gold is nice, and you should be able to get all the camos as well, so we'll have a look at those camos in just a second. And the workshop is full. Oh, I see. And almost done for the Strike Arena, which is quite good. Still some missions to do, but like I said, I'm not really that particularly bothered about those missions right now, and we should have that Griffin unlocked very soon. And then we'll have a look at the exchange rate and everything. Okay, there's the Griffin. We're looking at you very soon, buddy, don't worry about it. Ranks, of course, Boosterino. Flag. Gun. I believe that is the last flag. Yes it is, okay. Alright, well, since we're close, let's have a look at that gold exchange ratio. So, 2,400 gold for... sorry. I mean, fair enough. That could probably work, so let's get a booster and get that gold. Cool. So I have 18,000 credits, 18,000 coins left, which will go to 3,500. So about roughly 5 more levels. So let's have a look at these missions, and so I can either go for a prime skin for that or an IDF skin, but whatever. So let's have a look at these premium vehicles then. Earnings will begin. Essentially speaking, I could run that booster right now, but I'm only really going to play 2 games off it. So Sergeant York, let's see what we have. So it comes with a weight reduction measure, which gives better acceleration, but also reduces the hit points. I'll take the hit points, and a warning system, which drastically decreases the feedback. Cool. Looks quite good actually. Complete Battlepath main missions, repeatable Battlecoin missions, challenges, or open special Patriot loot crates. A 950 horsepower engine tracks, and a pair of bowfalls, which gets... looks like Pelly rounds. Okay, cool. Armor wires, let's have a look at you. What do you have? A turret. And Pelly shells, which won't go through the turret, however they'll go through there. The turret 148, pretty much standard M60 chassis, so it looks like this thing isn't really going to be able to do what the NMX DCA does, but okay. And then 1,000. I think I'll put on 400 Pelly shells, just saying. For now, take you off, take you off, take you off. Standard stats, I'm probably going to put Vincent on. Just have a look at the other stats for a second. Utility of 16%, targeting, yeah, usual. 0 to 32, 5.56, 54 kilometers an hour, pretty much standard M60 staff. And a DPM of 23,000, okay. So, I think Vincent's probably a very good choice for you, buddy. And you get the active radar ability, which 30% more spotting through foliage is pretty decent. I mean, considering this thing doesn't have any camo to begin with, might be better off doing the whole thermal spotting thing. Let's see, so standard AFV stuff, optics, and a thermal camera. So 60%, 90%. Is there any upgrades here that give additional? Okay, there is not. So plus another 30 meters, so in total that would make it 550 meters while stopped. Cool. It's not terrible. So let's have a look at what those paints look like. Stars and stripes, stars and stripes. Okay. 1, 2. Cool. Oh, and they only come as they are, so that looks quite American, but not American enough. USA, do I have a USA skin? Made in the USA, I feel like that's a Command & Conquer reference. So, let's put this in the PvP match then. And then we'll see how many coins we earn from this in total. Depending on whether or not my wife needs me for Halo Reach will depend if I'm going to stream the Battlepath later on tonight. If not, it'll just be this video. If she needs me for Halo Reach, then I will be there playing Halo Reach with her. And of course, if I am doing that, I will be streaming the Battlepath on Friday, which is actually quite something for me, considering it looks like everybody else will be getting the lion's share of the viewership. But hey, if you make a promise to someone, you make a promise. Anyway, pretty soft game here. We'll have a look at the gun depression. I think I completely forgot to look at it because, as we all know, I am a very attentive person, and hopefully I should remember to put some timestamps in. I'll put some music over this, of course, since I believe my computer right now is 42% isn't bad. Okay. Jesus Christ, this thing is quite tall. So with Vincent we have 2656 horsepower. Not bad actually. Hit points, I certainly have probably the same with an MBT. Sorry, this tea is fucking delicious. I probably have the same with roughly about an MBT of the same tier without them using Vincent, so probably around the same with like a T72 or something.
The NDAA controls the local weapons factory. Our allies in the area are running low on ammunition and other supplies. Capture the weapons factory.
Hold reverse seems to be a bit lacking, but this is a fucking crew of one, so I'm not really looking for anything special here. I should be... Let's see about this damage. Jesus Christ, 60 per hit. Hi Sheridan, how are you? Holy shit, Ronnie. Okay, that's some nice damage. Can we get that petty rounds? Okay, these petty rounds, unfortunately, Sheridans exist. But, oh well, they don't seem to be working quite well. Okay, wow, this... This thing's autocannons seem to be pretty good at chewing these guys up. Look at this. Module damage as well. I mean, you could make a case for using Sabrina on this. Actually. It's just a pity that it only has 100mm of pen, otherwise, hey, I'll take that all day. But 210 pen with the 40mm IP is... I mean, there's some tier 9 autocannons in the game that don't have 210 pen, so... Got that looking out for you. 1200 hit points left. Yeah, but as predicted, this is going to have literally 0 armor versus heat rounds and stuff. AP rounds could bounce on it, especially autocannons. A fight between this and a Dakar, I'm not really sure who would win that engagement, to be honest. The Dakar is faster, better camo and everything, but this does seem to have the raw firepower on its side, so... Hilariously, that's typically American, actually. Gun depression, let's see. That's pretty decent gun depression, actually. Right. Hello, T92. I wouldn't really recommend using Douglas on this, simply because... we can go through the side. And, since it's Pelly... Oh boy. Oh, oh, hold up. Oh, that does make me feel better. Yes, multi. Okay. Gotta wait for someone to cap, and ironically speaking, I have the most hit points in the glorified AA gun, so... Hey! Why not? Are none of these guys really gonna move in? Really? Okay. Fine. I guess I'll suicide and start the cap. Just leave it to the glorified AA piece. I'm actually kind of annoyed that the Patriot, sorry, the Stars and Stripes can't really get moved with anything else, you know. I mean, I'd quite like a base paint or something under them.
Identify target. Awesome, thanks. Target destroyed. Threat destroyed.
Probably a time to use the rebuild kit. Blue. Jesus Christ, this thing is chewing them up. Yeah, I think a good case can be made for Sabrina with this, actually. Could work quite a bit. Ooh, swing fire. Oh no. Yeah, you know, I think using the paddy rounds could actually be pretty... You could use them. Sniper over there. By Daka. Ooh shit. Ooh shit. Hello. Okay, so welcome to the Great Bot Massacre. Jesus Christ. 23 kills. I mean, granted, of course, it was a bunch of tier 4s, but holy moly. It's a lot of things. Okay. I think now might be a good time to have a look at the questions and answers for the Battlepath. So where is it? So 2 skills, 0 battle coins. At the moment I don't think we're earning anything from them, so nothing really need to say, but hey, look at that firepower. Jesus. Cool. Okay, so that's the Sergeant York. So let's have a look at this Battlepath then. So, according to everything, okay. So let's have a quick look at this. So, there'll be 4 mission chains, dealing damage with high caliber guns. Blah 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 blah. And players who already have those premium vehicles will receive gold instead, which is 500 gold, which is actually kind of annoying. Prime skins, the first one is simply by plane. You'll receive a fixed amount of coins, 2 for PvE, Glops 3 for PvP, effective combat time. AFK players can eat a dick. Winning with multiplier reward, 1.25 for PvE and Glops, 1.5 for PvP. You also receive battle coins for being amongst the best players in the battlefield, 4 for top 2 in PvE, 5 for top 5 in PvE, and 10 for top B. And then 10 for top 5, and then 10 for top 5 in Glops. To do the repeatable battle coin missions as well. So, does that count towards any of the repeatable missions? I don't think it would. I believe these are the repeatable missions. No, those are the challenges, and I'm an idiot. My apologies. Although I believe those will probably come out when it comes, as this is kind of like a basic bitch version of everything. But okay, let's have a look at that Griffin. Oh, Griffin Satire, I'm an idiot, sorry. Okay, well the Griffin starts with a G, so I don't think it's that hard to find even for my stupid ass. There you go, Griffin 120. Compared to the Griffin 50mm, roughly the same size, and this is probably a stealthy build as well. No, it isn't. 27% camo. Oh boy. Defense 2350 hit points compared to the Griffin. It actually has less hit. Okay. Comes with a spore liner, APS, fire control system. Oh, and missiles. Anti-tank missile. And a hypersonic kinetic energy guided missile. I see. That's not many, is there? Okay. Interesting it has less hit points than the Griffin. What's the basic stat differences between these two? Okay, it's got more armor. Griffin, of course, has a lot more hit, like 80% camo. Jesus. It's got better view range on the move. It's gun depression, of course, but spread. It actually weighs 1 ton more, so I got nothing. I'm not really sure if putting Erin in it is a good idea, considering that she's not really going to be particularly helpful. I mean, only at best you're going to get the camo to about 40%. I mean, you could, but it's not really ideal. Like 20% is, I mean, compared to something like the Dragon with Erin is 37%, 45% on the move. Buford is 38%. You get the idea, and then of course you have the Ascot, which is stealthy little bugger. It does seem to be quite weird that this doesn't have that much camo. It doesn't get the things upgraded thing though, so I think for now probably going to use Erin on him anyway. Of course we have C 650 pen, 570 damage. That seems to be quite average for a 120 of the same tier. I want to believe so. 725. Let's see, 650. 120. 725. Abrams is 700. Yeah. AP penetration is probably going to lag a bit behind. Got to do those coaxial guns next. I see, so you're not exactly really going to have the punch to kill people, but the reload time of 5 seconds is pretty decent. I think paint, of course, is going to be a good idea. We're going to put the camo at 40% or stopped. I mean, if I can get that barrel line in at some point, that would be a great idea. Gun breach. Let's get more reload down, 4.42 seconds, and then probably telescopic lenses. Don't really foresee the ability to move much in something as large and fat as this. Okay. PvE, of course, since it seems to be the far easier place to test these kind of things. Let's have a... Okay, my computer is going places. Interesting on the model, look at that. 409. Let's try this with a, let's say an average tier 8 pen. Let's put on the Ariete. How does the Ariete fare? So, red block there, so it's not exactly an auto pen mechanic for the Ariete, and there is some nice... So if you're moving the Ariete like this, it could bounce on you quite a bit. This is of course a man turret. Heat rounds wise, what do we have? Interesting. So still the same really. So I'm not really particularly sure what this ERA blocks is supposed to do. Is that ERA? Okay, no, that's layered space composites. So presumably that's against autocannons, right? Let's do that. Yes. No. I mean, that is 100 meters. 130. Let's say the average combat distance, 250 meters, shooting at one of these things from an autocannon. Wow, that's... Ooh. Well, that's actually quite nice. Good protection from autocannons. You could feasibly go hold down from autocannons. Not so much versus missiles, but okay. Fair enough. Right, let's see about camo. I'm not really particularly enthusiastic about the stars in the swipe, simply because I can't really put anything under them. I mean, they do look nice, but I'd like it if I could, you know, use the endless amount of base paints I have. Let's put you... Let's put the season, it doesn't look terrible. There's blue. This is, of course... I feel like I have better desert camo out there, but I haven't quite found it yet. Drought. Well, drought doesn't look terrible, I can give you that. That does look pretty terrible, however. Yeah, I think that will do. And of course, Claiborne Industries, nice. Black finish there, storm. I think that'll work, and of course, this is a very American tank, so American #1. UYSA, of course. Made in US of A. I wish we could get like a Paladin tank reference or something, that'd be great. Okay. I'm going to quickly type out about that thing for the expert tank. So I did the first mission. Chen and ready. Okay, expert tank. The compensation was from Iron Gold rather than the okay, well, that's my complaint for the day done. And of course, knowing me, I don't even bother looking at what I'm doing. Okay, so there is a Griffin on our team. I have to admit, this is probably lightweight composite or something, but I was expecting some seriously heavy armor like stuffed around this. But, oh well, okay. Okay, so we have target designation, smoke grenades, and APS with a 30-second charge time, which is pretty decent. I mean, a 4.42 second with a 120, even one with pretty lackluster pen compared to the rest is pretty decent, if I say so. We have an RDF with a Zuba, fair platoon, blah 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 blah. Let's load heat rounds for that escort over there. I mean, I killed him. Hey, they're heat MP rounds as well. That's pretty cool. I do have to admit, I'm kind of wondering how this is supposed to get around. It does feel quite fat and blocky like the Poland Ball does. So, you know. Am I to... Oh, interesting. I would like to kill more of his crew though. Okay, that was a hit on the gun. Okay, he's dead. Cool. That's so cool for him. So the gun does seem to be working pretty nice, but this... the feeling textures just feel a bit off, you know, like playing a Griffin, you do think to yourself, is this a tank? Or is this like a Lego piece? If there's been an answer yet. And then destroy the command center. I don't really particularly want to go for the airfield. I have bad thoughts of airfield. Yeah, 2300 hit points is... I mean, right now I've got 8% extra, so I've got, what, 40% on the move or something? Which is... I mean, don't get me wrong, that's pretty nice, it's just not it's not other light tank territory. It's like the other light tanks can almost push 50 with air, and this 10% behind is... You're going to get spotted quite a lot, and you don't exactly have the hit points or the armor really to properly, what's the word? Properly bounce things, I guess. There's a little door as well. You can see getting hit twice there has put me on deathbed already. Can't pen the warrior if it should, of course. I swear if that fucking sprite shoots me, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Go away! Yeah, gun. I don't have any complaints about the gun. The gun's fantastic. Just, I mean, I wish there was a bit more pen for the AP shells, because this is going to struggle quite a bit when it comes to facing higher tier enemies, like even same tier enemies. Could be a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm going to designate this guy. Yeah, get me that 800 spawning damage. Ooh. Okay, let's see about capping this place. Bradley down there. Clerk. Hi, Anders. Probably a good time to refill the ammo supply and everything. I should be able to. I should be able to win a DPM fight with this Leopard 2 Evo over there, and those guys should be able to kill him. I just need to get rid of this fucking guy. Clerk over there. I'm gonna get shot in the back by that fucking. Yeah, I am. Ow. Oh, that is a lot of enemies. Jesus. Ooh, he bounced on me. Yeah, these guys should have it in the bag when it comes to decapping enemies. I just need to get rid of this dude first. Yeah, against like MVTs and stuff, you should still have the fun DPM ability to just repeatedly whack them in the lower plate and so forth and so forth and so forth. I should be able to get a heat round in, I think. Ow. This isn't working. Yeah, the lack of pen there wasn't really enough to go through the lower plate of that Evo over there. Rip. So coaxes and infantry after this, I believe. Okay, let's get firing. There's a T-15 over there. No, I don't want to press that button. I want to press that button. There we go. Should be enough to... I want to ammo rack him. I know the ammo rack space is like over there, but I literally can't hit to save my life, so... Ripperoni Griffin with him. I mean, I know like going 60 is pretty fast, but... I'm gonna have to admit, it doesn't feel that fast if you catch my drift. This is a funny, this is a funny angle to me. I think 10k is fine. Then we'll have a look at those machine guns after this. There is a bunch of vehicles in the game that have machine guns, but will they be useful or not? I don't know. Okay. Still, 11k is fine. Let's see, Sue, Griffin. Okay, so I guess I might as well give the Cat B a try. Missions are talking about something. Thanks. Okay, let's see about you then. So the Cat B has... Jesus Christ, that's lava arm. So the Cat B has a 755 strip on the lower plate. 840, let's see penetration of one. Okay. 756. 80. Good god, that is lava armor. Okay then. And I skipped it, of course, because I'm a fantastic person. Right, stats of this thing: 40% camo, 460 range of move, -9 gun depression, -8 is the usual, 4,000 hit points, Jesus Christ, 50-second reload time, 6.8. So that would be the third highest DPM in the game, which is more than the Leopard, the T14, slightly less than the XM1A3 with the 120, and quite a bit less than the Clerk. 55 km/h top speed, modifications, Spore Liner, Sidearm Tusk, Soft Kill, Trophy APS, Improved Stab, Commander Sight Magazine, Autoloader. The choice between a diesel or a hybrid. I think the diesel might be a better idea. Torsion bars, cooling system. Okay, let's do a quick go in the area. Fun. Not that much of an area, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look at the vehicle testing area, then we'll do machine guns. So, big tank, the ERA sides do look quite funny to me, especially those little bits at the bottom. Low hydromatic suspension, how are you? Huh. Interesting. So how do I go back? Go back to the normal suspension, please. There we go. So, apparently it's like a fast draw or something, so, Jesus, hello.
Identify.
Okay. Okay then. Oh, and I just got word that the 500 gold compensation is,
Identify target.
intended. This thing is strangely silent. Let's see what that engine boost does. Okay, 20-second end boost as well, and it does seem you will get a proper 15-second reload time, so let's simply fire one shell out and see if that means anything else happens.
Identify target.
Yes. Okay, so 7.5 second reload time, so you do have the ability to singly fire your shots. I mean, it's still, you know, 850 pen with a 140, so... and heat bounce. So... just saying, that's gonna hurt.
Identify.
Gonna go down. Oh, that's because I locked it in place, I'm an idiot. Huh. That's a lot of gun depression. That's a fast firing gun as well, Jesus Christ.
Identify.
If I can get that gun depression going down. So not really enough to do that, but
Target locked on. Target's gone.
it seemed to be decent enough, and I guess if you put someone like Victor... oh god, Victor. Can you imagine having Victor on this? I think Victor or Sabrina, maybe even Zatsiev with the AP shells, who could probably seriously kill people with this. Okay, so before, if the Object 490 was supposed to be the armored brick, this looks like it's going to be just a massive firepower oriented thing, really. I mean, fair enough.
Identify.
It's not going to get old. Okay, let's have a look at those MGs, then we'll wrap it up. machine guns. So obviously something like that the Macabres would have a machine gun. And we're gonna be doing 7.62mm AP. Yeah, I'm not really gonna hold out hopes for anybody who was hoping that you'd be able to actually kill things with this. 7.62mm, really. Yeah, anyway, yeah. That's the most I can say for it. And it looks like I will be streaming the Battlepath tonight. Joy. And let's see. Okay. We have a grand total of 18mm of penetration, so...
Identify target.
Yes? Ramen? You just said we were having ramen. Slight bit on the dinner notification there, turns out I'm going to be making dinner tonight. I'm not supposed to, but, you know, it happens. Anyway, 18mm of armor. Can't say I'm not too pleased about this. It does seem to be a bit of wasted development really, since I can't even pen things like from the back. Yeah, that's for everybody who wanted machine guns. Congratulations. Might be able to pen a PTZ? I don't know. Thunderbolt? From the back? Maybe? Oop, oop, oop. Oh, we did damage. We did damage. I see. So, I'm going to put on a timer to see how long it's going to take to kill a PTZ. Okay, you ready? We have a stopwatch now. Keep in mind this is at point blank range.
Penetrated.
34 seconds. Okay, so it takes 34 seconds to kill something like that with the Merkava. So it was 2,000 hit points. Let's see how long it takes to kill one with Baz full ready rack. I mean, you know how long it's going to take. It's going to take, what, 6 seconds or something? Okay, well, let's try this out then. And start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 seconds. I rest my case on the whole machine guns being a useful thing, considering that the only 2 targets in this entire place I can pen has literally been the back of a PTZ and the BMD. Maybe a Bradley. Can I pen a Bradley? Well, there you go. Okay, well, it looks like that's been the battle path and everything. Oh, and mechanized infantry is coming back. Well, we all know how those function, so I don't really need to particularly do anything with them. They should be in with the Bradley. Let's see. Deploy AT squad. Snipers can also designate target. Mortars have a lot less range, and hopefully the AT squad should have been changed. I would like to see if they have been changed. Maintenance 5th of December. Let's see. So once per minute, a sniper can mark spotted enemies in order for them to receive increased damage. A new medal called Recon Squad for spot enemies using your mechanized infantry. Fix the mortar squad shell trajectory. The range is 350 meters. MGM has been changed, but the APS has been changed. The time requirements for the clock is ticking was increased from 4 minutes to 7. So I guess it's a lot easier to do now. Friendly fire no longer affects mechanized infantry. Cool. So there you go. So we have the Battlepath, we have mechanized infantry, and we have machine guns, which I don't really know, but okay. Anyway, this is me. So I guess I'll probably be streaming the Battlepath tonight. So take care, guys, and I'll see you all later. Bye.